This is my entomology outreach project. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I was forced out of Northwest Arkansas back home to St. Louis, Missouri. So instead of looking at trails in Northwest Arkansas, I was going to focus on trails back here. However, due to colder temperatures, rainy weather, and Corona closing down many of the parks I would normally have gone to, I was unable to get as many bug observations as I would have liked, so I was forced to find bugs around my home, and that is why not all of them are from parks. So the first place we're at is Pinnacles Park in Columbia, Missouri. This little guy is called a springtail or snow flea. He has 6 legs, but they are not considered to be insects. Springtails lack wings, and the springtails jump by using a furcula, which is held and folded underneath the springtail until it needs to jump. Then they straighten it out, and the springtail is sprung forward, hence the name springtail. Springtails have 8 eyes, none of which are compound eyes. Springtails like moisture and are typically found in wet areas near lakes and rivers. This is the black-spotted lady beetle, or ladybug. This guy was not moving even when provoked, so only a picture was taken of it. The ladybug is part of the order Coleoptera. Ladybugs have a hardened exoskeleton and elytra covering its wings. Most ladybugs are predators. They eat aphids and other soft-bodied insects, and they also eat the leaves of some plants. They eat with their mandibles and have chewing mouthparts. Their coloring is meant to make them look unappetizing to predators. Next, we went all the way out to Lee's Summit, Missouri, which is right outside of Kansas City, and we found the immigrant pavement ant. This ant is in the order Hymenoptera, and they have 6 legs and are dark brown to black and are a length of about 2.5 to 4 millimeters long. Workers do have a small stinger, but it doesn't do much to humans other than cause a small discomfort. These ants will eat virtually anything, and these ants have adapted to areas of small vegetation, so they build their colonies under sidewalks, building foundations, and other pavements in the urban areas. The next stop I made was at Quail Ridge Park in Wentzville, Missouri. Poecilus is the genus of a ground beetle that is also in the order Coleoptera. The beetle is a shiny green, so it can blend in with the grass and other plants in the area. It has a elytra that covers its wings. It has long antennae, so it can sense its surroundings. Also at Quail Ridge, I observed an Isabella tiger moth. This moth was currently in the larva stage of its holometamorphosis or complete metamorphosis. The larva uses prolegs to move and hold on to things, in addition to its 6 legs. The moth is in the order Lepidoptera. Once the larva reaches maturity, it will have a yellow color. The larva and adult eat a variety of plants. You can tell the adult is a moth because it does not have club antennae. The last insect I found at Quail Ridge was a red ant. I wasn't sure, though, if it was a fire ant or not, since I only saw 2 ants underneath the rock that I flipped, and typically we talked about how they swarm the invader when their colony is attacked. But regardless, this ant is in the order Hymenoptera. It's a red color and has 3 body sections. One feature of the ants is the narrowing of the abdomen. If these ants are fire ants, then they would have a modified ovipositor they use as a stinger. However, they could just have an ovipositor solely used for reproduction. I was also able to find a couple bugs by my house. The first one was a paper wasp. I was not able to take a video of the wasp, but I did take a few pictures. Paper wasps are in the order Hymenoptera. It has 6 legs that are typically longer and hang below them when they're flying. They are considered to be pests in the state of Missouri, despite them being pollinators and preying on other insects. Although they are not aggressive, they will sting you if they feel threatened or their colony feels threatened. Paper wasps get their common name because they chew on wood, which mixes with their saliva to make their paper nests. I also observed a bumblebee around my house. Bumblebees are also in the order Hymenoptera. Bumblebees are large and fuzzy or hairy. They are colored black and yellow. The females have pollen baskets on their last pair of legs. Adults eat nectar, while pollen and honey are fed to the young. Bumblebees do not overwinter as a hive, unlike honeybees. Bumblebees use indirect flight by using muscles in their body to fly. Bumblebees are important pollinators, and there are certain plants that are only pollinated by bumblebees, which is why they're very important. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you learned a little bit about some bugs in Missouri.